So here we go. Once again, the team matchup is going to be Twisted Fate, Leona, Irelia, Annie, and Amumu on the blue team, and Vayne, Renekton, LeBlanc, Warwick, and Teemo on the purple team. Getting all loaded, all the players here, and lane matchups, like I've already said, is going to be Warwick versus Amumu in the jungle, LeBlanc versus Annie in that middle lane, Irelia and Renekton versus each other in the top, and support Leona and Twisted Fate versus Vayne and Teemo in the bottom lane for the purple team. No skins, it looks like, on either team. Twisted Fate's portrait looks a little bit like a skin, just to those of us who are used to looking at his older portrait. He looks pretty cool now, especially the graphics coming off the top of his cards there, but no skins in general coming out in this game as we're getting almost all the way loaded. Okay, and here we go. We're gonna get this game underway. We got Renekton coming out to the middle right here, and we're gonna see no clairvoyance on either team, so you don't have that initial pop in the clairvoyance in enemy team's bases to see what starting items or even what lanes some players are going to. Really moving out towards the top half of the jungle with Amumu, Annie moving straight up the middle, and Twisted Fate and Leona moving towards the bottom. Renekton, even though he's most likely going top, is coming down to the bottom half of the purple jungle right here, standing at the river. LeBlanc behind him, Warwick over by the blue buff, Vayne coming in behind him, and then Teemo coming in. The purple team much more bunched up, maybe anticipating a level 1 team fight or even seeking to initiate one, whereas the blue team is much more spread out, or really getting some line of sight right here in the river to see if anyone's going to try to sneak over. But as of yet, it looks like nothing is going to happen at the beginning of the game. Some early indications look like Teemo may be going AP as his purchase of the Doran's Ring instead of a Doran's Blade at the beginning of this. And some pre-game chatter and slash all by the purple team's LeBlanc. Renekton now anticipating, or not anticipating, any level 1 team fight, goes back to the top of the jungle. Also to protect the Wraiths, get the visibility on the Wraiths here, thinking that a member of the blue team might come over and steal his jungle's Wraiths. Minions have spawned now at 139, and we're going to see all the minion camps except for the blue and the red buffs, which won't come for a couple more seconds. LeBlanc is going to get that leash out for Warwick, and Annie's going to get the leash out for the blue team's Amumu. There it is, LeBlanc's leash, and Warwick gets started, and so does Amumu, who smites it right there. He's going to get his AoE damage to take it down, and everyone goes into their respective lanes. Amumu takes down the blue buff with relative ease, only moments after Warwick. And here we go, Irelia comes to face Renekton. Irelia picking up the CS here, and at the bottom, Vayne and Teemo moving in against Leona and Twisted Fate. At this point in the game, just trying to CS, not really going to see too much fighting going on this early in the game. Although Leona potentially has a little bit more support capability than Teemo with her both single target CC and AoE CC of her ulti. Oh wow, Renekton doing a lot of damage to Irelia right here at the top, and Irelia's going to have to go back. Renekton being pretty aggressive. He only has his Q and his W, but that stun, I guess, was enough to take Irelia pretty low. She is going to be dancing back and forth here, not wanting to take too much damage from the Renekton. And so, as I was saying, Leona and Twisted Fate are going to be a little bit scared of Teemo and Vayne at the beginning of the game, since they have a little bit more burst, but perhaps later in the game, Leona's ability as a support. Oh wow, and I'm sorry I missed that. Renekton is able to take down Irelia at the top. I guess she moved out, wasn't feeling too scared as maybe she should have, as Renekton is now being able to push pretty heavily into the tower. He's got that canyon minion right there and another wave right behind it. The blue jungle is nowhere near to come help him, and he's going to be able to get a decent amount of damage done. Had it been the other way around, Renekton now would have been able to just teleport back, but Irelia has to walk back on foot. At the bottom here, Leona is hidden in the bush. We got Twisted Fate queuing up a card. Not too much action going down here, but that was first blood spill by Renekton in that top lane, making it 0 kills for the blue team and 1 kill for the purple team. Gold difference not particularly large. No one got the assist. There was just a single kill, although it was first blood. Both mids not looking too high in health. Both have just popped a health potion. Now Annie goes in and flashes over and does a decent amount of damage and then ignites her, and she's gonna get Albert. Annie does get that first kill. A nice flash, and then the Q with a good amount of damage and the ignite, and then an auto attack just to seal the deal on that kill on LeBlanc. LeBlanc is taken down, and Annie gets a little bit of time to free farm there in the middle. You can see the minion kills, 24 for Annie as well as 18 for LeBlanc. A little bit of a lead on Annie, especially now with that kill, and more fighting between Renekton and Irelia right now. Irelia is going to have to play defensive in order to maintain her presence in this lane against the Renekton. And she's just trying to get CS at this point. Up here, it's 15 CS for Irelia and 21 CS for Renekton. Renekton a little bit ahead. You see that stun Q right there. He's going to try to get off. Gets his Q to take down a larger amount of the minions, and it looks like Amumu with blue and red buff is going to come down and try to gank this bottom lane. We know they don't have a ward right there, so they don't see he's there. Mabatofu is gonna get pinged, and here comes Amumu, and he gets the Q landed. And Leona tries to get some CC also on Vayne, and Vayne is going to run away, slowed by the red buff, and isn't going to get taken down, and Amumu is going to have to back. A good job by Amumu. Twisted Fate coming out here and getting some stun, as well as the wild card is in, but takes a lot of damage from Teemo as he has to back. A good job by Amumu right as that blue buff wears out, coming in, getting a gank, but nothing really concrete happens as he has to back. And now, oh wow, another kill by Zavaki at the top. Renekton takes down Irelia for a second time. You can see her trying to flash away, but she's not able to get away as Renekton is now starting to do really well in this top lane against that Irelia. He's going to push the tower again. Is he going to be able to get the tower down? I doubt it. It's just too early in the game, but he's already level 6. He's up 35 minion kills to 18, almost double the minion kills of the blue team's top, and he does have 2 unanswered kills up there. No, not much action from the junglers. We did see that one gank from Amumu, which was unsuccessful, and now Warwick is up here killing the double golems for the purple team. LeBlanc moving back a little bit, doesn't want to fight Annie, as Annie has her stun queued, which there we see her pop it. Leona's going back, running from Vayne. Vayne does a decent amount of damage to her right there. Really coming back. Definitely scared of this Renekton, who's now hiding in the bush. Is he just going to come out and try to fight her? Irelia is only level 4, which is just going to increase to how defensive. Here he comes, he stuns her, and then he Qs and does a lot of damage so quickly to Irelia. Irelia is in trouble again. She stuns him, luckily, because she has less health than him, and the percentage of health in comparison to her target allows her to stun him, and she is going to go back. Irelia is going to have to play really defensively to not get too much, to not fall behind too much and continue dying. You see that whisper on my screen from Toasty Almond right there. Zavaki OP, WTF. He's doing really well in the top lane. Leona taking a lot of damage. Oh, and wow, Teemo has only 12 health. And Leona wanted to kill. Oh, and Vayne wanted to try to kill Leona, but she wasn't able to. She also has 50 health. And Twisted Fate also low, trying to throw out some wild cards, get a killing blow. And Vayne is now back at the tower going B. And Teemo is back at the tower going B, and Vayne is also going B. Leona goes back to base, and Twisted Fate being a little bit more tenacious, staying in lane here, picking up some extra minion kills. Every member of the bottom so close to death, but no one actually taken down. Epic, Leona says in /all. Epic indeed. We see Renekton back in base here. He is teleporting out to the middle. It's going to be on top of Irelia. Irelia knows he's coming. Oh, so much damage. He's going to try to get out of there. And he stuns her right away. And then he Qs and E's on top of her and is able to take her down so quickly. This Renekton is absolutely dominating in that top lane. And we see here, Bandwidth Pirate, Warwick coming in. Does he have his ulti? Yes, he does. Annie has her stun up, but she's about to get A lot of damage, and there's a Warwick ulti, and just so much damage from Warwick and LeBlanc. An excellent gank onto Albert Annie by the Warwick, and Annie is taken down. It is now 1 kill on the blue team to 4 kills on the purple team, with 2,000 gold approximate difference in between these two teams. And now Zaviki, I missed that as well, is able to take down Amumu. Wow, this Renekton at the top is now 4 kills ahead with no deaths. And Amumu is now, you can see his corpse right there. Renekton is going to go back. Renekton already has double Doran's Blade, double long swords, and an unupgraded Boots of Speed. It is looking pretty dominant at the top here. Warwick and Teemo taking down the dragon right here is going to increase the gold, increase that gold discrepancy. We got some pings right here on Leona and Twisted Fate. Vayne is trying to bait them a little bit, knowing that LeBlanc and Warwick and Teemo are all there. What's going to happen there? A little overextended here. Leona goes, initiates under the tower, and Twisted Fate stuns her, and Vayne is able to get away, and now they have to back, and they're not going to be able to escape as Warwick comes in, and there Leona was exhausted. Now Ignite is going to get liquidated by Vayne and Warwick, and then also Twisted Fate is just taken down oh so quickly by LeBlanc getting the killing blow, but Teemo also doing some damage there. And now it's 1-7 for the kills and about 5,000 gold difference for that purple team, which is really looking good at this point, ladies and gentlemen. Vayne and Teemo now alone here at the bottom, going to push this lane and try to do some damage to the outer bottom turret if they can get there in time. Renekton coming up from behind Irelia. Oh no, Irelia, no, she's got to get out of here. A stun coming out on Irelia. Irelia stuns him in turn and now just tries to get out of here. Renekton knows there are too many enemy minions right here. He's going to just kill them, and Irelia, knowing that Annie is coming up this bush, thinking up the river to help her a little bit, she doesn't want to get too close because she already has seen a couple times how quickly this Renekton can just flatten her. And Annie comes back into the middle to try to push LeBlanc towards the tower a little bit. Renekton is left up here, 2 free farmers. Irelia goes back. Leona and Amumu, or Amumu just goes back to base. Leona comes back from base, and Twisted Fate is going to queue up a yellow card, and he's going to go up to engage. Teemo is now alone, and Leona misses her Q, and so, her E, and Teemo is going to be able to avoid that death right there. But it's still Twisted Fate and Leona alone down here, and they're going to push this lane a little bit, knowing that Vayne is nowhere in sight, back in base. And here we got Leona, some CC on. Wow, Leona does a lot of damage to Teemo. Teemo's going to have to go back. Leona, good amount of quick damage. If they would have been able to attack that Teemo together, they probably would have killed him. And some fighting in the middle, and we have an ulti popped by Annie as well as LeBlanc, and Albert Annie does an excellent job taking down LeBlanc. LeBlanc had Annie really close, who had popped a health potion. Warwick is going to come around, and there's Twisted Fate. So now that they know Warwick is coming, and Twisted Fate comes behind, and Warwick ultis Twisted Fate right after Twisted Fate ulting comes in, and he is now going to try to get out of there. He exhausts Warwick, who's now going to try to run away. Annie and Amumu now coming, and he's going to try to get away. Annie stunning Warwick and doing a great job, and then Amumu coming in with his Q and also taking him down. An excellent job by the blue team at the last minute. Annie with low health and Amumu as well. Both of those stuns absolutely critical for taking down that Warwick after Twisted Fate ulting in there. An absolutely excellent job by that blue team. Teamwork there, and wow, so much damage by this Renekton, and Irelia is trying to run, trying to get away. Is she going to be able to get away? Oh, and here's a stun. If he lands this stun, she will be dead, and she stuns at the last minute, but Zaviki is able to stun her nonetheless after, she flashes at the last minute, but still the stun goes off, and this Renekton is absolutely dominating the top lane, 5-0, 91 CS, far and away the most CS in this game. LeBlanc back in the middle, taking some minion kills unanswered as Annie comes back out here in the middle. Annie is also looking pretty good at this point, 2-1-1 with 73 minion kills, as opposed to 2-2-0 for the LeBlanc with only 55 minion kills. So the Annie is looking good for the blue team in the middle right there. And in terms of towers, the blue team has only lost 1 tower, even though it is now 3 kills to 8 kills, and about a 4,000 gold difference. We have a lot of Teemo mushrooms, you can see right there. No member of the blue team is going to get down that river unscathed. And Warwick hiding in that bush here, and now LeBlanc coming as well. Amumu going back. Leona down here alone with Twisted Fate. We got blue pings and back pings over here. We're going to see perhaps some diving under the tower right here. The blue minion wave is getting pretty pushed. Here comes Warwick. Here comes LeBlanc. Leona and Twisted Fate is trying to get a yellow card queued, knowing that they're going to get Divin, and he's going to try to stun them. Here he stuns LeBlanc, and they're the ulti from Warwick, and they're not within tower range. So Twisted Fate is taken out really quickly quickly. Leona comes in, shields herself, and then her ulti comes down. They are in tower range now, but it's not enough. It's not going to be enough to take down Warwick, and Vayne now taking tower hits, but not that bad, and we got 2 kills for the purple team in the bottom right here. Some fighting. Irelia taking a lot of damage from this Renekton, who's, like I said, is doing really well up top, and now Annie comes into the bottom, not able to kill LeBlanc. LeBlanc, oh so low, and now Annie under the tower doing damage to Teemo, and now Vayne chasing Annie. She's not within tower range. She's going to get killed. Oh, wow, and Annie doing so much damage to Vayne. The burst of Annie is just absolutely ridiculous, right as Vayne thinking she was going to get the kill on Annie. Annie having so much burst, and now here comes Twisted Fate with his ulti coming in to stop Warwick and maybe kill Teemo. Teemo attacking Annie, and Twisted Fate stunning Teemo, not letting him kill Annie, and now attacking Twisted Fate. Annie with line of sight from Warwick, who has red buff, is going to try to hang out under the tower. The tower is going to hit him. Warwick's going to kill Annie, but the tower is going to do too much damage to Warwick. A nice job by Annie getting that kill. An excellent job also by Twisted Fate ulting in at the last minute and stunning Teemo. Absolutely critical so that Teemo was not able to kill Annie, and Annie with use of the tower is able to kill Warwick before Warwick gets the kill while under tower range. And now Twisted Fate is going to push this bottom tower. Maybe not. Vayne is coming in as well as Teemo teleporting in, coming in doing a little bit of burst to this Twisted Fate, who's going to be forced to go back. Blue buff Amumu in the middle now, getting pushed by, who is that? LeBlanc, and Renekton down here attacking the inner turret of the top lane, and Irelia coming out. Not really any match, but she does come out here, taking down the minion wave relatively quickly. We see Renekton right here. He has the Brutalizer, he has the Ionian Boots of Lucidity, and the Double Doran's Blade, and an additional Longsword. Irelia has some armor, but not that much, and the Renekton is really cocky, knowing that he can boss and push around this Irelia. Hopefully she'll be okay while under the tower. You see there, she moves back and forth, taking a couple tower hits. Annie looks like she's going to come up. And we have some fighting here. LeBlanc, oh, well, LeBlanc is really close. Oh, and a nice flash by Amumu at the last minute. LeBlanc isn't, and Annie isn't able to take him down. Annie comes to the middle. She sees that Amumu is in trouble and that Renekton is going back. So Annie comes in, maybe going to try to get a gank off. We have Twisted Fate here also. LeBlanc is going to go back, trying to not get captured. Here comes, there she goes. She gets out of there, as well as Warwick comes. Twisted Fate did not have a card queued. He queued it at the end, and at the bottom, Leona is taking some damage, while Vayne and Teemo are pushing a little bit. Are they going to be able to take down the turrets? Leona going to have enough sustainability to stay there. We got a purple ping right over there on Dragon. Annie initiates a little bit of fighting. She does have that the stun queued and ready, as well as Tibbers, rank 2, you can see right there, is ready to be cast. If poor placing is done by the purple team, she will be able to get some good amount of CC done. Oh no, and here's Renekton. He sees Twisted Fate in the bush. She's going to come out, and Annie engages into so much burst and is able to take down LeBlanc, but then is liquidated by Renekton, and now Twisted Fate is also going to get taken down by Renekton, who goes in and ultis a double kill for Zavaki. Renekton, a good job. Annie doing a good initiation, but she did not know that Renekton was right there, whereas in turn, Renekton knew that Twisted Fate was there and was just waiting for the right moment to engage, which he did. An excellent job. Renekton is now 7-0-0 with 125 CS, still far and away the most CS and the most gold for any champion in this game. Vayne pushing this bottom turret, and Mabatofu Vayne is actually able to take down the outer bottom turret of the blue team, now leaving the turrets 2 down on the blue team and none on the purple team, which is one of the reasons we have this 7,000 gold difference between the two teams right here. There's 7,000 more gold globally for this purple team than for the blue team. Amumu picking up the double golems and then going back and really clearing this, Leona clearing this minion wave, getting some gold as well as some experience, and not letting it get too pushed. Annie as well picking up some CS, getting some more gold, getting some more experience. As Teemo comes out, showing his face, not going to be able to do much against this Annie, just going to run back to his tower. Too many minions, didn't want to initiate. Renekton returning top. And here we got Twisted Fate's ulti. They can see, oh, and here comes Twisted Fate. Does he have a card queue? No, he doesn't, and LeBlanc is going to miss. And here, are they going to dive them? Warwick is right over there at the rates. Twisted Fate ulti's in, trying to make something happen, but it doesn't quite work out as well as he expected. And they are pushing this lane a little bit. Renekton and Amumu here. Renekton might be going mid. We got blue pings on him. They can see him. Amumu needs to get back before Renekton catches him, and Renekton's going to be able to do so much damage to him. There's that stun, and there's the Q about 15-20% of Amumu's health dropped really quickly. Here comes Irelia. We also have some fighting middle. Oh, and Twisted Fate is able to be taken down. The killing blow done by Teemo. Twisted Fate in the limbo in the middle. The seesaw is able to be taken down by the purple team, who might now push. Annie has that burst and has that AoE as well as the CC. They might not be able to push too effectively against her, but we're going to see what they can make happen. Irelia comes back to the middle too. There's Annie's CC. Doesn't get off on anyone, and Renekton is moving around in that blue team's jungle. They are going to be scared with him being able to pop out. Annie is going to go meet him, and Irelia is going to come back as well. Here he comes. They're going to fight Renekton. Renekton is going to stun Annie, and Annie's going to stun him. A good amount of CC. Oh, and he ulties. And is he going to be able to take down Annie? Annie ulties, but doesn't hit anyone, and Irelia is now going to run. Oh, so much damage from LeBlanc, and Irelia is taken out oh so quickly. Here comes Amumu. Ulti's trying to allow his teammates to get out of there, but Annie is taken down by Renekton as well, and Warwick with that speed buff is chasing this Amumu also with red buff. Amumu is able to get away as Twisted Fate stuns Warwick, and Tower dishing out some hits. Twisted Fate doing a nice job coming in and allowing his teammate Amumu to get back before he was taken down by the pushing members of that purple team. Here we go, Zaviki over here with stun Q'd, taking down that inner top turret of the blue team. Warwick here getting the blue buff, and Renekton choosing not to go back and stuns him. Oh, and Twisted Fate is killed by LeBlanc. I'm sorry I didn't see that, but LeBlanc, oh wow, and Irelia, talk about karma, is able to get some vengeance and that 500 gold from dethroning and ending Zaviki's killing spree. Leona gets the killing blow, but Amumu is also present for the assist on Renekton, who chose not to go back but continued to try to push this turret, which he in fact did not end up doing any damage to. And here we have Annie coming in to defend this middle turret against Teemo and Vayne, who are now going to retreat a little bit, not wanting to fight Annie close to the turret. Likewise, Annie already has Doran's Ring, Blasting Wand, as well as that Rod of Ages, which is continuing to stack. Here we go, Twisted Fate's ulti again, gets visibility on everyone, and teleports down here bot to get some minion kills to try to get his farm up. Twisted Fate, you can see, does have 68 minion kills, which is not the highest out of a carry. And here Amumu comes in, and Teemo is doing a lot of damage to Annie, and LeBlanc is also doing a lot of damage, and they're able to kill. Annie gets the killing blow on Teemo with Amumu chasing him, and then Vayne is able to get the killing blow on Annie. A 1-for-1 trade unless they kill Amumu right here, which they are not able to, and we see some fighting right here. Irelia is trying to get away from Renekton. Is she going to be able to do an excellent dodge by Irelia, and Amumu is going to come in to try and help her. Is she going to be able to get away? And then a stun, a really smart move by Irelia, dodging Renekton right there, juking him out like a pro, and then getting that last minute stun off. And here, oh, Warwick, ultis, wow, an interesting ulti by Warwick under the tower, taking hits from the tower, and is able to get the killing blow on Amumu, and then Warwick gets out. He is tanky and is not taken down by the tower. A gutsy move, and here we got fighting. Twisted Fate and Leona are fighting. Are they going to, wow, LeBlanc doing so much damage to Leona, and Twisted Fate having to exhaust Vayne and now trying to run away. Is he going to be able to get away? He's not. Vayne flashes, and then the silver darts are what kills him. Leona and Twisted Fate splitting up and end up both dying and not killing either member of the purple team in the bottom right there. Renekton continuing to push the bottom. We see this minion kill surge. He has a 157 right now. It's just continuing to grow. He's really, really strong at 8-1-1 at this point. Annie pings him. His stun is Q, but it most likely will wear out. There it goes. She was trying to make something happen, but she isn't able to get there in time. Teemo pushing this outside middle turret of the blue team right here as Annie comes around, gonna try to get something done. She has her stun Q'd. Is she going to be able to get to him in time? No, she's not. She chases him a little bit, kind of wards him off, and Teemo knows he needs to get out of here. He has so many mushrooms right here. I'm not sure if, there we go, we're starting to discover them. I'm not sure how none of these practically have been popped, but Amumu discovered some of them right there. Teemo is just absolutely going nuts with these mushrooms right here. And there's, how many is that? That's 9 right there, which can, I'm surprised hasn't played a bigger role, but we might see something happen due to those mushrooms right there. As Amumu picks up this red buff right here, we have both Toasty Almond, Twisted Fate, as well as Irelia down here at the pushing the bottom lane. Irelia now going back. Leona picking up some minion kills at the bottom here. Teemo continuing to walk around and putting mushrooms down, and that red buff finally goes down to Amumu. Another mushroom right there. And here we have some fighting between Twisted Fate and Irelia and Renekton. Renekton's going to back because he doesn't want to have too much of it. Irelia chases him with his ulti. She's not going to chase him too far, although she does see Annie coming up. They want another kill on that Renekton. He is too fed. They want to take his gold. They want to increase that death count. partially for the goal and also just because Irelia wants the payback from being shut down early game in that top lane. It is now 9-21 with 22 minutes and 52 seconds. There has not been a surrender vote, which means the blue team still knows that they have a chance to win this, which I believe is true. Amumu seeing Warwick for a second, then plopping a ward down and now having permanent visibility on Warwick right there. Purple gets the dragon. You saw that 190 gold above Warwick, and Amumu is going to pick up the wolves right here, and the blue team is moving around over here in their own jungle. Warwick going back in the triangle bush right there as Twisted Fate picks up some minion kills. You see he has the recurve bow, he has the vampiric scepter, berserker's greaves, and triple Doran's rings. So his strength is also steadily growing. Vayne here, the opposite team's AD carry, has the black cleaver, has the vampiric scepter, and a dagger, as well as double Doran's blades and berserker's greaves. Teemo coming over here, probably lay another mushroom. Are we going to see another mushroom going down there? We do in that bush. And the blue team moving around here. Amumu discovers one of the mushrooms. Oh, and he's going to discover another one, and then a third one. And is he going to discover any more? We're not sure. LeBlanc is right there. Really is chasing. And here we got Twisted Fate's ulti. We have visibility on all of them. Twisted Fate goes in, and Twisted Fate is able to secure the kill on Teemo. Now LeBlanc is trying to get away. We're not sure if she has flash up. Yes, she does, so she can't go overtrain. And really is chasing her. LeBlanc is able to get away. Looks like she's going to be able to escape. No problem, but Irelia does continue to chase her. Vayne is coming down here. Irelia does know it. And Warwick is now coming in on Leona as well. Leona's a little bit alone. Here comes Amumu as well as Twisted Fate. Renekton is chasing. Oh, and he pops Yomu, so he does have speed as well as armor penetration. Gonna get stunned, and Leona then tosses down her AoE, and Amumu comes and also ults. Here comes Annie, and we see Annie's ult. Oh, it's so much damage on Warwick by Annie. Warwick ultis on Annie. Warwick's not gonna be able to get taken down, and Twisted Fate is also taken down. Leona and Amumu now are alone, and now Amumu is alone, and Amumu gets killed, and Leona is also killed. Irelia comes, turns the corner, and realizes she does not want to be there. Here she pops her ghost, and she is gonna try to get out of there. She also has flash up. Oh, and a fatal flash by Irelia. Horrible timing by Irelia. Falls down to the purple team at the entrance to the dragon. Not a single member of the purple team dead, and an ace on the blue team. We're going to see pushing by this purple team. This outside middle turret's going to go down, and most likely this inner middle turret for the blue team is going to be taken down as well. Here we go. A lot of damage. Teemo, Renekton, and Warwick. And yes, it does in fact go down. We might even see pushing even further to this inhibitor turret. Maybe not. Vayne going top to counter push and not lose a tower. They have only lost tower. And here we go. The blue team has agreed to surrender 4 votes to 1. Purple GG's being tossed out. And a good job by the purple team, spiraling out of control, starting with the Renekton on top. A victory for the purple team as the blue team surrenders 4-1.